Good morning to the respected sir. This is the project demo that we are about to give on the smart spectacles for the blind people with the sensor. So this is my team and he is the K. Srinivas, he is V. Vishwakant and he is the K. Saransai and I am Archana. So I am going to give a brief introduction about the project and why we have done this and why we have chosen this particular project for that. So the main motto behind this project is that as we have gone through the surveys of the 2023 till 2023, 2022 to 2023, at present in this 2023 that we are having the 12 million of the people in India across the overall population of the blind people. So the main obstacle or the hurdle they are facing is that survival of their life is very difficult as compared to the others we are having. So with that, being as an electrical engineer, we have came up with an idea by using our components and what we have studied. This is the smart spectacles for the blind people with the sensor. So as shown in the figure, it consists of the spectacles and it consists of an ultrasonic sensor and the buzzer. With the ultrasonic sensor and the buzzer, the whole equipment working is depends upon this. As the ultrasonic sensors consists of the transmitter and the receiver, and it will give the signal which is given to the buzzer. Buzzer will give the beep sound. As it is an introduction, so I am going to give about the introduction about this as the buzzer, working of the buzzer and also the ultrasonic sensor on a brief introduction as. So the main working is ultrasonic sensor will give a signal to the buzzer. So when a person is walking, such as the blind people are walking towards anything, when they are moving towards the walls or the any hurdles or the obstacles, then the ultrasonic sensor will sense and it is given to the buzzer, and the buzzer will give a beep sound for us. Beep sounds for us. So the beep sounds will increases and its intensity is directly proportional to the distance that we are having. So when we are moving directly towards, when we are very near to the obstacle that we are getting through, then the beep sound will increases, and which will gives us a significance that we are moving towards the obstacles and we have to stop it there and we have to move on to the another path. And then if it stop giving that beep sound, then we are on the correct path. When it is giving the beep sound, then we are on the obstacle path. So we have came up with this idea, and my friend will explain about the components that we have used in this.
And coming to the components which are used in this optical it is an HEIs SR04, that is a superconductance ultrasonic sensor which are used in this, and these are the two transducers which are the transmitter and the receiver, and contains the 4 pins which are VCC, ground and trigger and echo. And this VCC consists of a 5 volts inputs that only triggers at the 3.4 volts, and 2 filters which are using 100 microfarads and 10 microfarads, and we are using ES555P, and ES is new era 555 preset timer which are using in this, and potentiometer which are placing the voltage inefficiently, which we are controlling the whole circuit, and 1k ohm resistor which are placing across the 6 terminal and the ground terminal, and the buzzer is placed across the pin 6 and 7, and the 100 microfarads which place across the buzzer, and a small spectacles which are dedicated, and overall the cost of this is 200 rupees. And coming to the procedure and the working principle explained by the Bishop.
Now I am going to draw the line diagram of the HCSR04 ultrasonic sensor. Coming to the line diagram, an ultrasonic sensor HCSR04. HC stands for high conductance and SR is the ultrasonic sensor. It consists of 2 transducers, 1 and 2. One is for transmitter and another is for receiver, and it consists of 4 pins: VCC, trigger, echo and ground. The transmitter which takes input as an electrical signal and gives an ultrasonic waves, and the receiver which takes ultrasonic waves as an input and gives the output of electrical which gives to the buzzer. Here we need 2 filters. One is 10 microfarads and another is 100 microfarads of 25 volts at an operating temperature of 85 degrees, and a 555 timer which consists of 8 pins: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the pin 2 and 6 are short circuited and 4 and 8 are short circuited. The pin 1 is the ground, pin 2 is the trigger, and pin 3 is the output, pin 4 is the reset, and pin 5 is the charger. Pin 5 is the control, pin 6 is the threshold, pin 7 is the discharge, and pin 8 is the VCC. Here 10 microfarad filter is connected across the V and ground, which stores the electrical charge in the form of electric charge, and ground is connected to the 555 timer of the ground, and trigger is connected to the output of the 555 timer, and reset is connected to the VCC of the HCSR04. And reset is connected to the terminal 7 and 8 of 10K. Reset is used to regulate the voltage as per the need of the circuit, and the output is connected to the resistor and to the pin 6, and buzzer of 5 volts connected to the positive terminal of the buzzer connected to the VCC, and negative terminal of the buzzer connected to the echo, and same 100 microfarads, which is used to filter the noise and decrease the bandwidth, which is connected to the positive terminal of the 100 microfarads connected to the VCC, and negative terminal connected to the echo of the HCSR04.
నేను చెప్తాను సార్. As my friend has already explained about the line diagram of the blind people spectre. So this is the working as shown in the figure. It consists of the two ultrasonic sensors, and this is the 10 microfarad capacitor, and this is the 100 microfarad, and this is the preset, and this is the timer, and this is the resistor, and this is the buzzer. As explained, and here the pin and the 10 microfarad capacitor is used for the purpose of storing the electrical energy, and the 100 microfarad capacitor acts as a filter, which is used for the 100 microfarad capacitor, which is used for the purpose of the filtering, and which is used for the decreasing of the bandwidth. As we all know, if the bandwidth is increases, which will decreases the conduction. And then from here we are giving the input to the ultrasonic sensor, which it consists of the two transmitters and the receivers. As the transmitter will transmit the ultrasonic signal, and which will be sent back or reflected back if there is any obstacle, and this again it is received by the receiver, and the receiver will convert that to the electrical signal, and the electrical magnetic wave signal is again given back to the buzzer. Is again given back to the electromagnetic wave is given back to the buzzer, and which will convert it into the sound wave, and it is given as the peak sound, as the peaks are given here. So when the obstacle is coming in front of this ultrasonic sensor, then the peak sound will increases, which in turn will tells the person that they are moving towards the wall or the obstacle. So when we are far away from the obstacle, then the sound will decreases. When we move straight, the sound will increases, and this is the so this is all about the prototype that we have done. This is also called as the third eye for the blind people. So my friend will explain about the advantages that we are having with this.
Okay, in this prototype we are using ultrasonic sensor. It is a pivotal in modern industries. It can be, its first ability is to detect the objective irrespective of color or material. As they are useful for versatile, it is versatile. It can be work in any adversible conditions. It can produce high sensible conditions irrespective of working with inductive and capacitive. It has high sensing levels. It can sense all the materials in this prototype.
So now I am going to give the conclusion about this project. As we have seen it, so this consists of and the working, and also working is very simpler, so it does not require the very experienced electrical engineer for its manufacturing or for the working, and also it's very simple, and the people can understand with the buzzer or the beep sounds that are being given by this, and also it requires a very less cost, and it's of the more efficient. So this is the conclusion that we are about to give this, and this is of the very less cost, and also the distance that it will take is the 4 centimeters to 200 centimeters. More than, I think so that more than this is not that much required for us, as we don't as we need the less distance as we move off the very less distance. So this is the prototype that we have done and the advantages. So conclusion is that it can be irrespective of the rich and poor, everyone can buy this because it takes very less amount for this preparation of this prototype. So this is all about our project.
Okay.